proper tool. This is exactly what you want to use when you're...
Why are you doing it?
Babies! Where are you? Hi, where's your sister? Come here. Good morning. Today is the bee check day. Johanna, who helped me get the bees last week, is gonna come over. She's gonna help me with our first check on the bees and see how they're doing. We're gonna add a couple more of those. Oh my gosh. We're gonna add a couple more of those frames in there since we only put, I think, 4 in each last time. So we'll add some more of those and just make sure the queens made it out of their little cages. I also got my new bee suit in the mail, so I'm excited to try it on and see how it looks. Okay, suit it up.
Suited.
Suit it up.
She's suited and she's booted. Hello, what's the brand?
I think it's gonna be here any minute. I'm ready to go. I'm excited to check out the bees in my outfit. I'm digging this like green. Anyways, so last night I made the sugar water food for the bees. I think it was 10 pounds sugar to 10 pounds of water. So I got both of those set up so we can add those. And then I have all of my extra frames here that we're gonna add that I have brushed with some fresh beeswax, melted beeswax. So I got everything prepped and ready. So let's go check on the bees.
Well, that's a bummer.
They left.
What I would do is go ahead and just leave this stuff in here
Okay.
and see what happens.
Okay.
Because it is swarm season, and if you have this stuff, like this has that
They might.
swarm attractant, you might just end up with a swarm in here.
Okay.
Doesn't hurt to have it. We never for sure saw a queen in there either, and this was the one that we had the queen in her like, little cage.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I put a little bit in the front first, and then my sticky glove. You just like kind of crack it.
Smoke it a little.
Put some in, and then just like give it a second. Yeah, in the drive, these must have shifted around a bit. So it's good we're getting in here right away before they do weird stuff with that. Okay, we can take this off now. They don't need that. Just gotta straighten out.
Oh my
The
gosh.
little festooning thing they do.
Wow. That's crazy.
For some reason, it's so cute. Okay. Let them calm down about this one.
And she made her way out.
Let's go over and double check.
I
I think so.
think so.
Sorry, they put some comb stuff around it. So they ate out the marshmallow.
Oh
I
yeah.
plugged it with. There's some bees in there right now, but check it out. Hoping we'll be able to spot her. Nothing much yet there. So the queen, she's a little bit longer and she's got a more shiny thorax. So this right here is a drone. They're a lot fatter. She's not gonna be that fat.
And the little ones are the workers?
Yeah.
The smaller ones?
She's probably in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see some. Yay! Can you see in there? There's a little tiny white
Oh, yeah, yeah.
dots.
Oh, that's cool.
That's great. That means they are staying around.
Oh.
And that she's in here somewhere. So, when you find eggs, the chances of her being on that frame are a lot higher, but not guaranteed. She also behaves a little differently. So these bees, they're all like, and she's walking more in a straight line usually, less like all over the place. This way, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing. Sometimes I put like numbers on the frame
Oh, so you know which way, which...
to help me just keep track, because it doesn't always matter, but especially in their brood area with their babies.
So when you're
Sometimes
doing
they
a check,
can't pronounce it.
you want to make sure you're finding brood.
Yes.
Eggs.
Especially this time of year, right? If there's no eggs at all, it means something's happened to your queen probably. She's either sick or dying or gone.
Gone.
And I actually just had that the other day. And over here too, let's see. This one was drawn out already.
Oh, wow.
And you can kind of tell the difference in the old comb. This is a darker color, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The
That's
brand new comb is usually really light.
like almost white,
Yeah.
whitish like the other one. So that shiny stuff that's in that, though, is that the stuff they put in there?
Yeah, so that's the nectar they've
Oh,
added.
sorry. This little pokey thing on there. Wow. Okay.
Now, so this is interesting. This right here, they're building queen cells.
Okay, I
So,
was thinking that in my head
yeah.
because I remember the ones at your
why
house
they're
were
doing
big.
that.
Like
They have
the
a
big
larva
ones?
in there too. Yeah, can you see the little white goo in there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they're raising one in there, which is weird because it means she laid it. She was here somewhere. So it's not that she's gone, but this sometimes means they are thinking about replacing her for some reason. These two have larvae in them too.
Interesting. So the bigger, those kind of bulbous ones, those are the queen ones.
Yeah, the main thing that differentiates them is that they are pointed down. So because the drone brood is fatter too, but it's still pointed out this way. But these are their openings are facing down. A lot of times they'll build them down here. But so maybe this queen is not a very strong one or something. They don't like her. Who knows? Like something happened with her. They can, if the egg is like, I think it's 3 days or less, they can turn it into a queen, even if it was laid in a normal cell. Which is why these ones are more like that, because when they're like getting too crowded and they are making like a swarm cell where they want to make more queens, they're not necessarily replacing a queen, they're just
So this
making
one,
an extra one.
queen,
Yeah.
queen. Interesting.
Just those two right there.
Just those two, the big
Well,
ones.
That one probably too. Well,
Interesting.
that one looks like pollen in it, so I don't know what they're doing there. But it's great that we're seeing eggs, because that's
That
means you
means
have
they're
eggs,
trying.
they can do something with that,
Yeah.
you know. And that's why I was concerned about my hive the other day, because there was no eggs at all. So once there's no eggs at all, they can't do anything. They had built a ton of cups like this, especially along the bottoms of the frames, but none of them had any larvae or eggs in them.
Oh,
So like they were trying,
but
there
they're
was nobody to lay the egg.
right. So they
So
were
it was
just
already too
empty.
late.
So bees will still try even if there's
Yeah.
no queen there.
But see, what I did is I took a frame like this that had brand new eggs in it from a different hive
And added it.
put it in.
Oh.
And so now they'll do
And
the
then
same
they'll
thing.
just pick
So
it up.
They should be fine. It just kind of delays their cycle. But that's probably why it's nice to have more than one hive too. Likely this hive will get that big before winter. But it'll be fun to see. Okay, so now I'm not finding her, so I'm gonna assume that something happened and they are working on fixing it. But we're gonna get all this stuff that's actually built out into the middle, because they're
And put the empty frames on the outsides.
because they're with the laid eggs and stuff, they're gonna be raising brood, and the more towards the middle it is, the easier it is for them to like keep it warm and take care of it.
Got you.
We're gonna give you some syrup and you'll be so happy. You might want to come around here. Okay, so then it's like that. And then this goes over here, and there's that hole that they can come up through. And little. Yeah. And then they can climb up and come down to wherever it's reached, and they sip it up right there.
Okay. Here, I'll put it in, back in.
In this part anyway, but.
So how long do you think that might last them?
Yeah, it's really hard to predict.
Oh, okay.
But with it raining, they may go through it faster because they won't really do anything else. So, yeah, I would check in like 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
Just see what's happening. If they've gone through like more than half of it, I would fill it back up.
Okay.
And then check again in a couple more days. And then...
So I once again bought some more chickies because I just can't stop myself. So I had a friend hatch some out for me out of my chickens, and I also bought a couple at the store when I was out there. Let me show you guys. They're just so cute. So we have 2 different age groups in here. There are some that are just about a week old, and some that are just only a couple days old, because the ones that I got at the store, I got a week before the other ones hatched. So they're, obviously you can tell the small ones, but everybody's getting along great. Everybody's doing great. No, no. Oh my gosh. So these are the pullets. They're all doing really well. They're totally ready to get out of here. I sold a couple the other day. I sold a few actually. And I have a couple people that are interested in coming and picking some out too. So hopefully I'll get them all sold within this week. The ones that have the blue bands on them, those are the ones I think might be potential roosters. So I just like to mark those guys. What? I see you. Okay, I'll say hello to you. Watch out. Hi, guys. Hello. Hello, I see yes. These are all the meat birds. All the meat birds are insanely friendly. But we just let them out. They're getting closer to being butchered, and so we just like to let them kind of free range, I guess, for the last couple weeks. Oh, these girls are dying to get out. Unfortunately, a couple days ago, I lost my rooster Draco, meaning like I didn't lose him, he passed away. I don't know what happened. I think there was some sort of fight maybe between my other rooster, Sancho, and him. But I came out here, fed for chores, everybody was totally fine. And then all of a sudden I came back out later that night and he was dead. And he was still warm when I found him, so super bummed about that because I really liked him. He was super sweet. Now Sancho just has free range of the pen with all the ladies because I only got one rooster. These are the pullets that I decided to keep out of the batch that I hatched on Valentine's Day. Some really pretty ones. Will you? So they're in where Sancho used to be. They're in this part of the coop with their own little area. And yeah, they're doing good. Everybody's doing really good. Ow. Oh, geez. Maybe if you weren't right under me. Chicken whisperer, I guess. How you doing, Ruby? How you doing, honey? Getting some minerals?